In 1978, the sci-fi series Battlestar Galactica blasted onto television screens, promising to be the next big thing. Helmed by Glenn A. Larson, who at the time had been best known for things like $6 Million Man, The Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries, and Quincy, and filled with a star-studded cast that included Lorne Greene, Patrick McNee, Lloyd Bridges, Jane Seymour, and Rick Springfield. How could it possibly go wrong?
It's an ambush, and they've got enough firepower to destroy the entire fleet.
Well, as the ragtag army of humanity's last forces, led by Commander Adama and his son, Captain Apollo, set out in search of a lost colony of Earth, they soon found themselves up against some rather tough competition. And I don't mean the Cylon.
Colonial Librarian Quadrant. Intercepting.
On CBS, they had to contend with the likes of All in the Family and Alice. On NBC, they faced off against The Wonderful World of Disney and, of course, ABC's own lineup of lower-costing, higher-rated hits like Happy Days, Three's Company, and Mork and Mindy. The deck was stacked against the last Battlestar.
This time, the Galactica hasn't a chance. Concentrate our fighters on the Galactica's landing bays. Her warriors won't be able to refuel, reload, or land.
With Star Wars hitting theaters the year before, Battlestar Galactica was immediately compared and contrasted to the hit sci-fi blockbuster. This is because the production design was directly influenced by Star Wars, featuring concept art by Ralph McQuarrie and special effects by John Dykstra, both of whom worked on that first Star Wars film. In fact, George Lucas saw the similarities and attempted, unsuccessfully, to sue the Galactica producers for copyright infringement. In 1978, the public perception, good or bad, of the original Battlestar Galactica was connected to Star Wars. Beyond even those obstacles, the biggest hurdle for Battlestar Galactica was its budget. With a budget of $1 million per episode, the show cost more than twice the average for an hour-long series at the time. And that doesn't even take into account the $7 to $14 million it cost to produce the 3-hour pilot. With ratings not meeting expectations, more than likely the network just decided it didn't need a money pit of a project dragging it down, regardless of how fantastic that series was. So why did Battlestar Galactica turn into one of the largest flops in television history? Was it the high production cost? Was it the tough competition? The allegations of plagiarism, with some saying the show was a direct ripoff of Star Wars? Or was it Cylon-human hybrids infiltrating the networks and shutting things down? In the end, it was probably a combination of all of those factors that led to the show's cancellation after a single season. And that, my friends, is the story of how Battlestar Galactica went from being a promising sci-fi show with a star-studded cast to a massive flop and eventually a cult classic. However, on the bright side, without that flop, we wouldn't have the epic reboot that brought us Tricia Helfer as the exquisite number 6. Now, let's raise a glass to that original series, the one that paved the way for all the Cylon fighting, Earth searching, and Viper flying fun to come. Cheers to Battlestar Galactica 1978, the show that proved that even the biggest of flops can have a lasting legacy. And if you liked this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow us over on Instagram at RetroRewind80s for even more 80s fun.